Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan. I am a apartment locator here in Texas. I own an apartment locating company. We have agents all over the state of Texas. I live in Dallas. I've lived in Houston and Austin and Dallas. So this video is going to be about Dallas though. I had a client I was working with this week that was moving from out of the area, and she wasn't familiar with the way that Dallas is kind of set up and like all the different neighborhoods. So I figured let me just make a video about this because I know there's a ton of people that reach out to me that are moving from out of state that find me like on YouTube or on TikTok or Instagram. So I wanted to make this video because I think it might be helpful. So if you are thinking about moving to Dallas, there is several different things that you need to consider if you're looking for like an apartment rental. So a lot of the people that reach out to me are looking to move like in the city of Dallas, like in Dallas proper. And so this specific client that I was talking to, they were like not super familiar with like all the different neighborhoods in Dallas. So I wanted to tell you guys about it because I know that other people are going to have the same questions. So the way that Dallas is set up is if you look at a map of Dallas, you find where downtown Dallas is. It's kind of in like a circle or a square between like the main four highways, which is 45, Woodall Rogers, 30, and then also 35. So that turns into like a square or a circle, whatever you want to say, and downtown Dallas is like smack dab in the middle of that. So all of the little neighborhood pockets that are around downtown Dallas all kind of sit around that circle, I would say, or that square, if you will. And so the client that I was working with, she was moving from I don't even know where she's moving from, to be honest. She already lives in Dallas, but she's only been here a year and she's not really familiar with the city. So she was thinking that by saying Uptown Dallas, that really was like the center focal point of the city. And there is a neighborhood in Dallas called Uptown. So when we were working together for an apartment search, she kept saying, "Hey, I'm looking in Uptown." And I'm thinking that's just one little like pocket of a neighborhood. But as we began to work together and talk some more, I realized that in her mind, she just meant the main metropolitan part of the city, like where like the focal point of the city is, which could technically be downtown. It could be uptown. It could be Deep Ellum, Farmers Market, Design District, Medical District, Bishop Arts, Old East Dallas, Knox-Henderson. Like there's several neighborhoods that are all like in this main metropolitan area of Dallas. But while working with this client, she didn't understand when she said Uptown, I'm thinking the neighborhood Uptown, but I didn't know that she was moving from out of the area or that she had only been here a year. I didn't realize that. And so as I started to speak with her, I'm explaining like, yes, you can live in Uptown. Uptown's a great area, but if you're not like dead set on moving to Uptown, there are areas that are outside of Uptown that are maybe just like a 5-minute drive to that are like right outside of Uptown. And there's a lot of different other neighborhoods, other pockets, other options in Dallas. And all of the different neighborhoods of Dallas all kind of have their own vibe, I would say. They all have their pros, they all have their cons, obviously, but that's the thing that I love about Dallas is that like everything in Dallas sits around downtown Dallas, like the actual center part of that square or circle that I was talking about with the highways. If you were to look at like where if you were to look at like on Main Street in downtown Dallas, that's like right in downtown Dallas. So if you were to look there, all of the pockets of like the other neighborhoods that are popular to live at in Dallas surround that. So it's perfect. It's great because as long as you're not dead set on like, I have to live in this neighborhood, then you have a lot of different options to choose from. And all the options have different vibes to them. They have different price points. They have different styles of apartments. And I'm not going to get into too much detail on this video about the different neighborhoods in Dallas, but I just wanted to say that I wanted to make this video that if you're considering moving to Dallas, I think when you get online, you'll see a lot, like everybody references Uptown, and Uptown's a great area to live in. I right now live in Uptown, but I've lived in Old East Dallas. I've lived in Bishop Arts. I've lived in Victory Park. I've lived downtown. I've lived in a lot of different parts of Dallas, and I can honestly say that all the neighborhoods have their own vibes, their own like things that make them cool. The only reason why I'm living in Uptown right now is because of the proximity to the Katy Trail Park, or the Katy Trail, not a park, to the Katy Trail. And so that's really the only reason why I'm living in Uptown right now. But Victory Park offers that. There's parts of like Highland Park that offers that. There's just so many different, like, depending on what you're looking for, what your vibe is. If you're more of looking for like an artsy, eclectic neighborhood, then like I would suggest these other neighborhoods. If you're looking for more fine dining, I would mention these certain neighborhoods. Like there's all these different like things that are great about different Dallas neighborhoods, but it really doesn't matter truly where you're living, because everything is so very close to each other. You can like literally get in your car or take an Uber for just 2 to 5 minutes and you'll be in the next neighborhood, which is something that I love about Dallas. That was one of the things that when I lived in Houston, I hated that it seemed like everything was so far from each other. So I wanted to make this video. If you're considering moving to Dallas, or really anywhere in Texas, as I mentioned, I own an apartment locating company and we have agents all over Texas. I've lived in Houston, Austin, and Dallas. So I am happy to help. If you're considering moving to Texas, really anywhere, we can help you. I can help you find your next apartment or help you find your next home. I want to know in the comments below if you are considering moving to Texas. Are you moving to Dallas, Houston, or Austin? What neighborhood are you considering moving to within those cities? Because as I mentioned, I've lived in all of them, so I'm familiar with all the different pockets of those cities as well. I want to know in the comments below, and please maybe share this video with somebody that is considering moving to Texas. Please share this and subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be sharing a lot more information just about moving to Texas, moving to Dallas, Houston, Austin, and also just being an apartment locator and also showing you guys some apartments. So subscribe to this channel and I'll see you on the next video.